Festival of Sail comes to Marquette this August with the opportunity to climb aboard historical tall ships and see the world's largest rubber duck. So how do these vessels prepare for a summer season of sailing the Great Lakes? Well, our Mitchell Rife of 19 News has that answer tonight.
The tall ship's journey is about to begin, and we got a closer look at the details of one of the ships. The crew will be headed into the water towards the end of June and will actually be making a stop at home here in Marquette. William Sabatini, Executive Director and Captain of the brig Niagara, showed us more on the preparation that goes into these voyages.
You know, over the course of the winter, we go through all the rigging. We have 6 miles of rope. We have 2 miles of standing rigging, which is all the things that holds all the masts and the yards and the sails up.
It's an accurate reproduction of Oliver Perry's flagship from the Battle of Lake Erie. As you heard, lots of work going into this as they get ready to shove offshore here in the next month. Help hasn't been in short supply either, as people are happy to get the Niagara ready for the water.
So we actually do this with hundreds of volunteers. On any given day we could have 5 or 15 or 20. On the weekends when people have days off, we can have 50 or 60 volunteers coming down to help us make this happen. On the ship right now we're about half volunteer, half paid crew, and we only exist because of the generosity of our volunteers.
For thousands of years, travel was highly dependent on these tall ships. Carrying families and ideas across the New World since the 8th century, these vessels are much more than just watercrafts. Some would say they're a wave of life.
By sailing in this ship, you're not going to create world peace, and we're not going to save the sturgeon or anything like that. But if we do our jobs right, we have the opportunity to save an individual, and we can make a true difference in someone's life. So the reason I do it, the passion I have, is to share that feeling, that sense of accomplishment that you can only get out on the water sailing in a ship like this.
Thanks to Captain Billy and his crew, the Niagara is almost ready for her cruise. Mitchell Rife, 19 News.
Tickets to this year's Festival of Sail in Marquette can be purchased online at marquette.festofsail.com. Mail carriers in Marquette County will be participating